What's up, guys? I'm back today with another video. Gonna be doing another workout in this hotel gym. Just doing a couple different exercises to show you how I can still use the same gym and get a different workout in. So let's get started. So I'm not doing anything too crazy here. Just trying to warm up my shoulders because I'm gonna do some planche specific training, doing a pseudo planche push-up. Because there's so much stress on the front part of my shoulder when I'm leaning forward doing the push-up, I wanna warm this area up. So a good way for me to do that is with a band and just do these kind of front raises that really target the shoulder, just to get that joint warm and ready as we move on to the pseudo planche push-up. If you've watched my videos, you've probably seen these parallels before. Not only are they cheap and affordable, but they're just so good to have around, whether I'm doing handstand training, push-up training, anything like that. And they're especially good to have when you're on the road, because you might not necessarily have weights and you have to do what you can with your body weight. And these are great because of all the calisthenics skill work that you can do, but also because it's a little bit easier on your hands and your wrists, because you can keep your wrist straight as opposed to just leaning forward and putting all that pressure on your wrist. So if you're traveling, I would highly recommend getting a pair of parallettes, and the link to these Vita Vibes is in the description. If you guys are training for the planche, really make sure that you're adding pseudo planche push-ups into your workout programming. It carries over really well to the planche, and as far as aesthetics, it just does so much for your chest and your shoulders. There's really no reason not to do them. And notice that when I'm doing these, how slow and controlled I am when I'm lowering down. Don't take 10 seconds to do this, but be aware of it, control it on the descent, and then explode as you go up. Nothing unusual here, just doing some regular pull-ups. My grip is a little bit wider here than normal, but that's just because of the way those bars are set up. If I move them any closer, the backs of my hands would be facing each other, so I just had to widen my grip a little bit. And if you're still working on your first pull-up, do not underestimate the negatives. I have a whole video on that, so be sure to check it out if you're trying to get your first pull-up. If you don't have weights and you're trying to get some overhead pressing motion into your workout, handstand push-ups are a great way to do this. I don't do them enough. I should do them more, and I will start doing them more. But this is a very hard exercise. It's difficult to do. And honestly, watching this footage back now, my back curves a little bit more than I'd like it to, but practice makes perfect, so I'll get there. And this is also one of those exercises I might start out with 5 reps, but by the second set, I'm doing 4 reps. The third set, I'm doing 3 reps. So don't worry too much if your numbers go down because of how hard this exercise is. And just like pull-ups, if these are still a struggle for you, you can also incorporate negatives as well. All right, so yesterday, I know I said I didn't have a seated cable row, which I really wanted, but we're gonna make it work with this cable setup here. So all I've done is brought a bench, and then I just have one of the handles, so we're just gonna be doing one arm rows. So first thing set up, kind of similar to the lat pull down. You know, you don't wanna start here. You wanna be fully stretched as you start this movement. Same thing here. Don't start here. You want this to be stretched. So this should be starting, ending. Once again, pull with your elbow. Think about driving this back rather than using your bicep. So you want to pull this back, and once again, you can put your other hand on this muscle to make sure you're pulling correctly. Let's do it. And now repeat on the other side. And once again, the same thing applies here as with pull-ups, lat pull-downs. You'll probably notice I don't keep my thumb on the handle. I don't wrap it around. I'll either keep it around with my other fingers like this, or I'll just keep the thumb off entirely. That way I know I'm pulling from where I want to pull.
If you don't have a squat rack around, or if you just don't like squatting with a barbell on your back, then goblet squats are a really good alternative for a leg exercise. I usually do them with kettlebells, that way I can have 2 different kettlebells in each hand, but I didn't have kettlebells high enough here. The highest it goes up to is 35 pounds, so I decided to use the dumbbell instead. Still not as big as I would like. It only goes up to 50 pounds, but just took the dumbbell, flipped it upright, and used that to get my squats in.
Now we have the Bulgarian split squat, sometimes just called split squat. Primarily trying to hit my quad with this exercise. You can do it to hit glute, but I'm doing the exercise to hit my quads. I find it's helpful to get into this position first rather than starting it up here, because sometimes you'll squat down, something just feels a little bit off. So personally, I like to get down here first. You know, I'll get right here, get in rough position, just hook my foot back here, get this leg nice and stable, and I'll grab the weights and go up. Slowly lower down, go up. Lower down, go up. And now obviously, because you only have one leg on the ground, when you push up, it should be all in this leg. Just push, 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 close, relax. This back leg is pretty neutral. It's just kind of hanging out. And that's the split squat. It's a very deceptive exercise. I haven't been doing it for that long, but once I started doing it, I realized why so many people hate them. Doesn't take much weight, doesn't take a ton of reps before that leg is on fire. So give it a try sometime.
I made the same mistake as I did in my other video. I forgot to record an ending to the video, but there was today's workout. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Feel free to leave a comment below. And if you would, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It means so much to me. And until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.